Think Native American cooking was just corn, beans, and squash. Think again. For thousands of years, tribes across North America created dishes that were wild, resourceful, and deeply connected to the land. Some meals might shock you today, like blood-thickened soups or roasted insects, but none of them were gimmicks. They were survival food, ceremonial food, and, above all, respectful food. In this journey, we'll uncover 25 real Native American recipes, dishes that show not just how people survived, but how they thrived, turning every gift of nature into nourishment, strength, and meaning. 1. Acorn worm stew. Across California and the Pacific Northwest, tribes like the Miwok and Pomo gathered acorns every fall, but they didn't throw away the little white grubs that tunneled inside. Instead, they treated them as bonus protein. Acorns were ground, bleached to remove bitterness, and simmered into a hearty stew with herbs or greens. Finally, the worms were stirred in, soft, fatty, and packed with energy. To outsiders, it looked unusual, but to native families it symbolized respect. Nothing from the earth was wasted. Some even believed the worms gave hunters strength for winter. 2. Buffalo blood pudding. On the Great Plains, tribes like the Lakota and Cheyenne wasted nothing from a buffalo. Fresh blood was whisked with fat, herbs, and chopped organ meat, then stuffed into a cleaned intestine and boiled. The result was a dense, iron-rich pudding that could be sliced, dried, or eaten hot. Beyond nutrition, it carried spiritual weight. Many believed consuming the blood honored the buffalo's sacrifice and passed on its strength. In brutal winters, just a few slices could mean survival. 3. Smoked beaver tail. For northern tribes such as the Ojibwe and Cree, the beaver's fatty tail was a treasure. After peeling its leathery skin, the tail was smoked slowly over cedar until it became soft, rich, and almost gelatin-like. This food wasn't eaten casually. It was shared in small pieces, especially during harsh winters when fat was scarce. Elders said it kept the body warm and strong. Some even called it forest butter. If you were offered a piece, you didn't refuse. It wasn't just food, it was trust. 4. Grasshopper cakes. When game was scarce, protein came from the ground. Grasshoppers were gathered, roasted crisp, then ground, and mixed with cornmeal into patties. These cakes were cooked on hot stones, crunchy outside, chewy inside, with a nutty flavor. Portable and long-lasting, they fueled hunters and travelers. Some children even treated them as snacks. For many, if the land was crawling, that meant you were blessed, not hungry. 5. Corn and ash cakes. Native cooks didn't need ovens. They had the earth itself. Dough made from cornmeal and water was wrapped in husks and buried under hot ashes. Hours later, it emerged smoky, chewy, and mineral-rich. The ash didn't just flavor the bread, it added nutrients. These cakes weren't just meals. They were offerings in ceremonies and festivals, seen as gifts baked by the earth itself.